Where are you from, Avi?
A few places. I grew up in Dartmouth, Massachusetts, and then I moved to Charleston, South Carolina.
Cool.
And now I live in Providence.
Now you're in Providence. Always on the East Coast, though.
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you find a big music community in Dartmouth, in South Carolina, and Providence?
Charleston has a great music community.
How so?
People go out to see live music. The venues make a lot of money on alcohol, so then they're able to pay musicians. And it's just a lot easier to live down there and be a musician because the rent is cheaper and people are more laid back and friendly. So it's easier to meet other folks.
And who were the people that inspired you to create? Like, if you could think back to the first time that you were like, I like music, what rung that bell?
Well, I loved Michael Jackson and Boyz II Men and R&B music. And I was a kid writing little love songs on the keyboard when I was really young. But then it was Kurt Cobain and Nirvana that made me think the songs were a thing that you felt. Before that, I thought the Beatles and all them, I thought they were sort of brilliant guys that would sort of get in a room and consciously write the most beautiful song. This will be the best chord progression and this will be the most clever thing to say. But then when I heard Nirvana, I was like, oh, it's a feeling, that you have. So that's what really sort of inspired me, Nirvana and Townes Van Zandt, to more be from feeling.
Interesting. And would you say in the music that you make now, you bridge the two?
No, I'd say it's all feeling. Oh, a bridge the two what?
The musicality, the technicality of an MJ with the feeling of a Kurt Cobain.
Sure, I'll take that. I do like when I'm producing songs in the studio for them to sound really sort of full and lush and beautiful, but then also have the feeling and the lyrical content of something that maybe means something that people can connect to. When I listen to the Mountain Goats, so maybe connecting to some emotion that I have, or getting very emotional. But if I was listening to a modern pop artist, not all of them, but some of them or most of the music, I guess that you hear so passively on the radio, it wouldn't really make me feel anything. 'Cause I don't really feel like it's getting to anything.
Interesting. I feel like there's definitely a lot of any song that you can make with one keyboard, I feel like might lose the feeling. So many of the songs these days are just programmed.
There's a lot of computer noise.
A lot of computer noise.
Yeah, it gives me headaches to I was recording on someone else's EDM dance project, and by a few days in, I had a headache all the time from the beeps and the boops and stuff. I was like, I can't. I was like, y'all need to just let me know when to come in and sing, and then let me leave because being in here and listening to the computer noise is giving me a legit headache.
Interesting. No, I like that. I feel like the places that you have spent time or consider a home base are also places that aren't super knee deep in industry or city. They also have an element of humanity and nature to them. Do you agree?
Sure.
Yeah?
I don't know. I haven't lived in the cities that aren't like that, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what things are like.
You said that when you were young, you used to write love songs on the piano.
Yeah.
Do you still write love songs? Are you a romantic?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that what all your music is about?
Yes.
Yeah?
Because it's funny, people will be like, oh, when you're, I think for songwriters in general, people know you're a songwriter. They'll be like, you'll say something or something will happen, but oh, that'd be a good song. It's oh man, I got a flat tire or whatever. Oh, that'd be a good song, And I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. Because no matter what I think I'm writing about, whether it's about the economy or political things, how messed up everything is politically, then it always ends up just being a song about my ex or something. I can't escape that. I'm just all at the core of it, love is everything. Just sort of.
No,
to me, really.
That totally resonates with me. It really does. I consider myself a romantic to a fault as well. So it's how can we romanticize the current political climate and make it look pretty, shine it up, or make it look ugly, but in a pretty way.
I mean, anger is an emotion.
It is.
Yeah.
The song you're doing today, the original, what is that about?
It's called New England Woman, and when I was working on it, I had like an idea to call it the anti-capitalist love song, but that is really not representative of what the song is.
The anti-capitalist love song
In
to New
parentheses.
England Woman Pipeline is not one that I'm familiar with, I don't think.
Well, because I mean, you don't know. I don't think you've heard the song, but it's a love song, but it also is lamenting how we have to spend under capitalism so much of our time working jobs that that we just to make a living, and it takes us away from the people that we love. So sort of like how the fact that it's harder and harder to be a working class person, and the rich get richer and richer, and our society is completely just controlled by these obscenely powerful old white men. It's like it's violence really against anyone that's a working class person, because they squeeze you harder and harder. And so it's sort of about how love is the only thing that they can't take away, and how it is like the thing that we have, but also how it is tragic that we have so little time with the people we love. So if we spend so much time working in a factory or delivering Amazon packages, to be able to spend time with our children and our families.
That's fascinating. I'm really, really excited to hear it. I am.
I've talked it up.
No. I think it's gonna be brilliant. I mean, you clearly have a grasp on, I feel like, what you're about. And so I think anybody that has a sense of self and security in there is going to create art that's authentic to them, which I'm always excited about, So I can't wait to hear New England Woman. Thanks. I feel like a New England woman a lot of the time.
That's awesome.
I do. Real Housewives of Boston? Call me.
Is that a thing you really want to do? Is
I
there a
would
show
love to be
called
a
Real Housewives of Boston?
Not yet. No, we're working out the agreement right now.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I think that'd be a great addition.
It would just be like the Real Housewives, but with thicker accents.
Yeah. And it's like constantly throwing cars around Harvard
And lobsters.
And lobsters. Yeah, big lobster fans. Totally. Who are some artists or some songs that you think everybody should listen to?
I was prepared for this question, but I am not. I can't now. I mean, I will say what I've been listening to. I guess depending on the mood, I really like Reverend T.L. Barrett's songs from the early 70s. It's like psychedelic sort of gospel. It has a really nice vibe. I like Run the Jewels a lot. And that's Leonard Cohen I always love.
Thank you for being here today, Avi.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's hear some music.
Hey, stunning people. If you're loving our music, make sure to give us a like and a subscribe. And comment below who you want to see next.